10 vinegar tricks that will work. Magic in your home. Have you ever thought that the little bottle of vinegar hidden in your pantry could be the solution to a number of household problems? Today, I'm going to share with you 10 incredible tricks that will change the way you see this simple and inexpensive product. These are secrets that many people don't know about, but that save time, money, and effort. In fact, the last trick I'm going to show you is so powerful that it has completely changed the way I take care of my home. You'll discover how to use vinegar in places you never imagined, with results that seem like pure magic. And best of all, you won't have to spend a fortune on chemical-filled cleaning products anymore. If you keep watching until the end, I guarantee you'll find at least 3 tricks that you'll start using today. Shall we start this journey into the secrets of vinegar that no one has told you before? Tip 1. The universal stain. Remover stubborn stains on fabrics can be a real nightmare. How many times have you thrown away a piece of clothing because you couldn't remove a tough stain? That's over now. White vinegar is one of the most effective stain removers out there, and very few people know about it. The secret lies in the natural acidity of vinegar, which penetrates the fibers of the fabric and dissolves the particles that form the stain. For sweat stains on white shirts, for example, you just need to mix equal parts of white vinegar and water. Apply directly to the stain, let it sit for about 30 minutes, and then wash as normal. You'll be amazed at the results. Even old stains from coffee, tomato sauce, or berries, which are considered some of the most difficult to remove, yield to the power of vinegar. For these more stubborn stains, you can use pure vinegar without diluting it with water. Apply a small amount directly to the stain. Rub gently with your fingers or a soft brush and let it sit for an hour before washing. This trick works especially well on white clothes, but it can also be used on colored fabrics. Always test a small, inconspicuous area first to make sure the fabric won't fade. Best of all, this method is not only effective, but also much gentler on fabrics than store-bought chemical strippers, which can weaken fibers and shorten the life of your clothes over time. And don't worry about the smell of vinegar. It will completely disappear after washing. Your fabrics will be clean, stain-free, and free of that characteristic odor. Tip 2. The perfect glass cleaner. Fogged or fingerprinted windows and mirrors can make even the most tidy home look unkempt. Many commercial products promise incredible results, but leave residue or streaks that you only notice when the light hits them from a certain angle. It's frustrating, isn't it? Enter our hero, vinegar. To create the most effective glass cleaner you've ever used, mix 1 part white vinegar with 1 part water in a spray bottle. This simple solution will revolutionize the way you clean glass surfaces. Spray directly onto the glass or mirror and wipe with a clean microfiber cloth, or better yet, crumpled newspaper. Yes, you heard that right, newspaper. The ink in newspaper has properties that, when combined with vinegar, give your glass a shiny finish without leaving lint or streaks. Vinegar cuts through grease instantly and evaporates quickly, which means you won't have to scrub for long to get the perfect result. This trick works wonders on windows, mirrors, cell phone and tablet screens, and even glasses. For very dirty windows, such as those on the outside of your home that collect dust and pollution, you can increase the concentration of vinegar in the mixture. Use 2 parts vinegar to 1 part water in these more difficult cases. The result? Glass so clear that birds might even mistake it for the open sky. And again, don't worry about the smell. It will completely disappear in a few minutes, leaving only impeccably clean, shiny surfaces that look like new. Tip 3. The natural drain. Unblocker. Who has never experienced the despair of a clogged drain? Water that won't drain in the kitchen sink or bathroom is a common problem that usually ends in an expensive call to the plumber or the use of harsh chemicals. They, in addition to being expensive, can damage your pipes over time. I'm going to share with you a powerful homemade solution that solves this problem in minutes, using only vinegar and another ingredient that you certainly have at home: baking soda. First, pour about half a cup of baking soda directly into the clogged drain. Then add a cup of white vinegar. You will immediately see a fizzy reaction take place. This chemical reaction is not only fun to watch, but extremely effective in dissolving grease, food debris, hair, and other materials that cause clogs. Let this mixture act for about 30 minutes. Finally, pour boiling water down the drain to wash away all the residue that was loosened by the reaction of the vinegar and baking soda. This method is particularly effective for mild to moderate clogs. For more severe cases, you may need to repeat the process 2 or 3 times. The great thing about this trick is that in addition to being much cheaper than chemical drain cleaners, it doesn't cause any damage to your pipes. In fact, vinegar even helps to clean and disinfect your pipes from the inside, preventing bad odors. Many chemical drain cleaners are highly corrosive and, with repeated use, can weaken your pipes, leading to more serious problems in the future. With this natural method, you can keep your drains working perfectly without these risks, saving money and protecting the environment at the same time. Before I continue with the next tip, I want to ask you a very important favor. If you are enjoying these tips, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell to receive notifications of the next videos. Also, leave a comment below telling me where you are watching from. Your comments really help me to continue bringing you useful content like this. Now let's continue with more amazing tricks with vinegar. Tip 4. Natural fabric softener. Commercial fabric softeners are expensive and full of chemicals that can cause allergies in people with sensitive skin. Plus, over time, these products can leave a residue on fabrics that makes them less absorbent and harder to clean. The good news is that there is a natural, economical, and effective alternative: white vinegar. Using vinegar as a fabric softener may seem strange at first. After all, who wants clothes that smell like salad? But don't worry. The vinegar smell completely disappears during the washing and drying process. To use this magic trick, simply add half a cup of white vinegar to the softener compartment of your washing machine. If you wash clothes by hand, add the same amount during the last rinse. Vinegar has several beneficial effects on your clothes. First, it dissolves the soap residue that gets stuck in the fibers and makes fabric stiff after drying. The result is much softer to the touch clothes. In addition, vinegar helps restore the natural pH of the fabrics, which helps preserve the vibrant colors for longer. Another great benefit is that vinegar eliminates odors instead of simply masking them, as many commercial fabric softeners do. Gym clothes, work uniforms, and other items that tend to accumulate hard-to-remove odors will be completely odor-free. This method is especially beneficial for towels, which tend to lose their softness and absorbency over time due to the buildup of soap and fabric softener residue. After a few washes with vinegar, you'll notice that your towels are as soft and absorbent as new again. Your wallet and the environment will thank you for this simple and effective trick. Tip 5. The mold and mildew. Phytor mold and mildew are common problems in damp environments such as bathrooms, basements, and even on walls during rainy seasons. In addition to being unsightly, they can cause respiratory problems and allergies. Commercial mold-fighting products are often very expensive and contain harsh chemicals that can be dangerous to your health, especially indoors. White vinegar has emerged as an effective and safe solution to this problem. The secret lies in the acidity of the vinegar, which creates a hostile environment for the growth of fungi that cause mold. To use this trick, you need pure white vinegar in a spray bottle. It is not necessary to dilute it with water for this specific purpose, as we want maximum effectiveness. Spray generously on the areas affected by mold, leaving the vinegar to act for at least an hour. For more severe cases, you can leave it to act overnight. After the time has elapsed, clean the surface with a soft brush or sponge, and you will see that the mold will be removed easily. For extremely affected areas, you may need to repeat the process a few times. The best thing about this method is that, in addition to removing existing mold, vinegar also prevents new colonies from growing for a long time. For regular prevention, spray vinegar on mold-prone areas once a week, especially in damp corners of the bathroom, around the bathtub or shower, and on windows where there is frequent condensation. This trick is particularly useful for those who live in damp areas or in older homes, where mold problems tend to be recurrent. An extra tip: to enhance the effect and leave a pleasant aroma, you can add a few drops of tea tree essential oil to the vinegar, which also has antifungal properties. Tip 6. Appliance discaler lime scale deposits are the silent enemies of our appliances, especially those that use hot water, such as coffee makers, kettles, and irons. Over time, these mineral deposits build up inside these appliances, reducing their efficiency and even shortening their lifespan. A coffee maker with limescale buildup, for example, takes longer to brew coffee and can even alter its flavor. An iron with limescale can leave white residue on clothes and lose steam production efficiency. The good news is that white vinegar is incredibly effective at dissolving these mineral deposits, bringing your appliances back to life without the need for expensive specialized products. To descale a coffee maker or electric kettle, fill the water tank with a solution of equal parts water and white vinegar. Turn the appliance on and let the solution run through the system as if you were making coffee or boiling water. Then, turn the appliance off and let the solution sit for about 15 minutes so that the vinegar has time to completely dissolve the limescale deposits. Then, empty the appliance and run clean water through the system 2 or 3 times to remove any vinegar residue. You will be amazed at how much limescale this will remove. For irons with a water tank, the process is similar. Fill the tank with the same solution of water and vinegar, turn on the iron and let the steam come out of the holes for a few minutes. This will clean the internal ducts and the steam outlet holes. Then, empty and rinse thoroughly with clean water. This simple procedure should be done every 3 months to keep your appliances working like new, saving energy and extending their lifespan. Tip 7. The all-purpose kitchen cleaner. The kitchen is one of the areas in our home that requires the most constant cleaning. Grease, food residue, and stains of all kinds are daily challenges that we face in this space. Many people end up having an arsenal of different products for each type of surface and dirt, which takes up space and represents a considerable expense over time. What if I told you that you can replace most of these products with a single homemade vinegar-based solution? Vinegar is a powerful natural degreaser, capable of cutting through grease and removing food residue with ease. To create your all-purpose kitchen cleaner, mix 2 parts white vinegar, 1 part water, and, if desired, a few drops of mild detergent in a spray bottle to enhance the cleaning power. This simple solution is surprisingly effective for cleaning countertops, tables, cabinets, appliances, and practically any surface in the kitchen, except marble and limestone, which can be damaged by the acidity of vinegar. For surfaces with accumulated grease, such as the stove or range hood, spray the solution generously. Let it sit for about 10 minutes and then wipe it off with a sponge or cloth. The grease will come off with much less effort than when using conventional products. This cleaner is also excellent for the refrigerator, both inside and out. In addition to cleaning, it eliminates unwanted odors and naturally disinfects. For cutting boards, which can accumulate germs and odors from foods such as onions and garlic, rub half a lemon with salt and then wipe them with a cloth soaked in the vinegar solution. The boards will be clean, odor-free, and naturally disinfected. The savings you will make by replacing several cleaning products with this homemade solution will be significant over time. In addition, you will be reducing the amount of chemicals in your home and contributing to a healthier and more environmentally friendly home environment. Tip 8. Natural air freshener. Unpleasant odors in your home can arise for a variety of reasons. Strong-smelling foods, pets, mold, cigarette smoke, or simply a lack of air circulation. Many commercial air fresheners simply mask these odors with artificial fragrances without actually eliminating them. In addition, these products often contain chemicals that can irritate the airways and trigger allergies in sensitive individuals. Vinegar, surprisingly, is an excellent odor neutralizer. Despite its own distinctive smell, the secret is that vinegar does not mask odors. It actually chemically neutralizes them, and its own smell disappears quickly after application. To create a natural air freshener, There are several effective ways to use vinegar. The simplest is to place small jars of pure white vinegar in strategic corners of your home, especially in odor-prone areas such as the kitchen, bathroom, or near the cat's litter box. The vinegar will gradually absorb the bad odors from the room. Change the vinegar every 3 to 4 days to maintain its effectiveness. Another option is to create a deodorizing spray. Mix equal parts water and white vinegar in a spray bottle and spray into the air as you would any other deodorizer. The initial vinegar smell will disappear within a few minutes, taking the unpleasant odors with it. For a more aromatic version, you can add a few drops of your favorite essential oil, such as lavender, lemon, or eucalyptus. For lingering odors on fabrics like curtains, sofas, and rugs, which tend to absorb and retain odors, lightly spray the vinegar and water solution and let it air dry. This is especially helpful for eliminating cigarette or food odors that have become embedded in fabrics. For the refrigerator, a small jar of vinegar on one of the shelves will gradually eliminate food odors, keeping your fridge smelling fresh and clean. Before I move on to the next tip, I want to tell you about something special I prepared for those who want to go beyond this video. It's a complete guide with organization secrets that completely transformed my home and can transform yours too. The link is in the pinned comment, and for a limited time, I'm offering a special discount for channel subscribers. Now let's continue with the next tips, which are some of my favorites. Tip 9. The weed killer. Weeds can be a real nightmare for gardeners and vegetable gardeners. They grow quickly, compete for nutrients with the plants we want to grow, and can be very difficult to control. Commercial herbicides are expensive and contain chemicals that can be harmful to health, the soil, and other plants. Furthermore, with continued use, many weeds develop resistance to these products. Vinegar has once again emerged as a powerful and natural ally in combating this problem. The acidity of vinegar is fatal to most weeds, especially when applied directly to the leaves on a sunny day. The heat of the sun enhances the effect of the vinegar, causing the weeds to wilt and die within hours. To make your own natural herbicide, you will need white vinegar with at least 5% acidity, which is the most common type found in supermarkets. For young, less resistant weeds, vinegar can be used neat. Simply fill a spray bottle and spray directly on the unwanted plants, being careful not to get it on the plants you want to keep. The best time to apply the vinegar is on a warm day, with no rain in the forecast, preferably in the morning, so that the vinegar has time to work throughout the day with the help of the sun. For more resistant weeds or those with deep roots, you can enhance the effect of the vinegar by adding a tablespoon of salt and a teaspoon of mild liquid detergent for each liter of vinegar. The salt helps to dehydrate the plant, while the detergent acts as a fixing agent, making the solution adhere better to the leaves. It is important to note that this natural herbicide is non-selective, meaning it will kill any plant it comes into contact with, so apply it carefully. Also, since vinegar and salt can temporarily alter the pH of the soil, avoid using too much in the same area if you plan to grow something there in the near future. This method is especially useful for eliminating weeds that grow between cracks in sidewalks or walls, where they are difficult to pull out by hand. Tip 10. Bathroom scale. Remover lime scale. Deposits and hard water stains are common problems in bathrooms, especially in areas where the water contains high levels of minerals. These white or yellowish stains build up on faucets, showers, and shower stalls, and can be extremely difficult to remove with regular cleaning products. Over time, these deposits not only become more difficult to remove, but they can also permanently damage some surfaces. This last vinegar trick I'm going to share is so effective that it has completely transformed the way I clean my bathroom. The acidity of vinegar is perfect for dissolving the mineral deposits that form limescale stains, leaving your surfaces sparkling like new without the need for excessive scrubbing. For faucets and showers with limescale buildup, soak a cloth in pure white vinegar and wrap it around the affected areas. Secure with a rubber band or tape to keep the cloth in contact with the surface, and let it sit for at least an hour. For more severe cases, you may need to leave it overnight. After this time, you'll find that the lime scale has softened significantly and can be removed much more easily, often simply by wiping with a damp cloth. For glass shower stalls with water stains, prepare a solution of equal parts warm white vinegar and dish soap. Apply to the affected surfaces using a soft sponge and let sit for about 20 minutes before rinsing. The result is crystal clear, streak-free glass with a renewed shine. For toilet bowls with lime scale stains, pour 1 or 2 cups of vinegar directly into the water and let sit overnight. The next morning, scrub lightly with a toilet brush and flush. Stubborn stains inside the bowl will usually disappear after a few applications of this method. Regularly using vinegar as part of your bathroom cleaning routine will not only keep everything spotless, but it will also prevent future lime scale buildup, making subsequent cleanings much easier and faster. We've reached the end of our journey into the magic tricks of vinegar, and I hope you were as surprised as I was when I first discovered these methods. With just 1 bottle of white vinegar, which costs a fraction of the price of commercial products, you can now clean, disinfect, and solve a multitude of household problems naturally and economically. Think of the savings you'll make by replacing several chemical products with this simple and versatile alternative. Plus, by reducing the use of commercial products, you're contributing to a healthier home environment for your family and the planet. Remember, consistency is key to long-lasting results. Incorporate these tricks into your regular cleaning routine, and you'll notice a difference not only in the appearance of your home, but also in your monthly budget. Why not start today? Choose 1 or 2 of the tricks I've shared and put them into practice. I'm sure you'll be amazed at the results. And if you discover other creative ways to use vinegar at home, share them in the comments so we can all learn together. After all, popular wisdom often provides us with the simplest and most effective solutions to everyday challenges. Which of these tricks will you try first?